review my Tapco setup on my Ruger 1022 and get into a little bit of why I think everybody out there that's into just shooting guns for recreation should have a Ruger 1022. So anyway, let me go ahead and clear it. Clear. I'm going to stick my mag back in there, but I won't rack it. This is a Ruger 1022. I bought it brand new at Academy Sports for $180. At that price point, I think this weapon offers you things that other guns don't, and I'll tell you why I think it's good to have them. I'm sure most of you out there have an AR or an AK or something like that, a Mini 14 that you like to go shoot just for plinking. And these are the kind of people I'm kind of gearing this video at. I mean, everybody likes to go plink, but everybody also knows that with that feeling, the feeling you load up a high capacity mag, a drum, or even just a regular old 30-round mag, you're out there plinking and going through some rapid fire, and at the end of it, you're like, man, that was 44 cents, a bullet. I just spent a lot of money for that one mag, and you really can't get out there and throw some rounds down range, and whether it's be for real training or just to have fun, without feeling what I call ammo guilt. So what I did is I won Rick and Bubba's turkey toss past Thanksgiving. You can Google it if you don't know what it is. And I got a $1,000 gift card to Academy, so I kind of went gun crazy and bought me a couple of guns, and everybody's Christmas present came from Academy. But like I said, I got this for $180, brand new at Academy, and it obviously didn't look like this. It just looked like a typical squirrel gun. Here's a picture of what it looked like when I got it. So, and I put a Tapco Inrafuse stock system on there. I think they're great, a great company for some things. I like their AK mags, SKS mags. I've never had any jam on me in those weapon systems. And I've put a couple of stocks on SKS's, Intrafusion stocks on the SKS's from Tapco. They seem sturdy. I don't like the fact that I'm going to call it a buffer tube, even though there's not a buffer in it on these weapons. These plastic, it seems strong. It's just the idea of that part being plastic on something that you might have to use for defense. I don't know. It just bothers me. This may be just as strong as the aluminum or steel buffer tubes that come stock with other systems. I don't know. The idea of a polymer stock attachment bothers me. I'm not going to be butt stroking anybody with my 1022, I hope, anyway, so it shouldn't matter. I got it because I like the feel of a tactical weapon. I have a tactical scope on my AR. I've had one on my shotgun, and it just, this gives me the ability to go train and have a similar feel to my AR, my AK, but I can throw 1,000 rounds down range and spend less than $20 easy. I mean, it's just so cheap to shoot, and it's so much fun. This thing, there's obviously no recoil, not really any felt recoil on a 22, so I mean, you can just stay on target and really throw some rounds down range and have a lot of fun, but at the same time, kind of be training for other weapon systems because it's the same feel, same setup. That muscle memory will translate to other weapons, and plus I just think it looks cool. People, oh, well, you're tactical and blah 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 blah, gear queer. No, I just, it's the second kind of cool. If you watch Nuttin' Fancy's videos, if you haven't, you should look him up, Nuttin' Fancy. But he talks about two kinds of cool. The first kind of cool being functionality, the coolness factor because of how it functions for what it's supposed to do. And the second kind of cool is what makes you feel good about it, what makes you enjoy it. And really, you can't question somebody's second kind of cool. If you think Trapper Keeper stickers on a Mitsubishi Eclipse feels good to you, looks cool to you, then go ahead. I think it looks stupid, but hey, I can't question your taste. Is basically what I'm saying. And so don't question my taste. If I think it looks cool and that makes it more fun to me, then so be it. And that's what I bought this gun for. It's fun. This is a fun weapon. This is not a survival gun to me. It's not something I'm going to put food on the table or defend myself with, hopefully, unless I happen to have it in my hand when somebody tries to take my wallet. And it's fun to me to shoot. So I'll go through some of the more the other accessories I have on this. I've got a Butler Creek steel lips 25-round mag. There's a few companies that make mags for the Ruger 1022. I think Butler Creek probably has the best reviews out there. But they have two mags that look identical. There's one, the still lips, and then hot lips. Hot lips has a polymer feed lips on it, and this little bolt there, the catch that holds it in there, is polymer. Don't get that one because it's just going to wear down and break. Why pay $3, $4 more and get the steel lips? And once I broke mine in and put about 50 rounds through it, it was just as smooth as silk. As quick as I could pull the trigger, those rounds were flying out of that mag, and I never really had any jams as long as I kept my weapon lubed up. I got a Pro Mag, just basic vertical grip. It's a little long, especially with this mag, because this mag kind of rocks into place like an AK mag, and it doesn't really get in the way, but when you're holding it, your wrist is kind of hitting the mag. It can, so I'm probably going to eventually get a stubby grip. Tapco actually makes one, which I think it'll be cool to keep it the same brand. I think it's about that long, so I'll probably get a stubby vertical grip for this one. This thing doesn't weigh anything. I mean, it feels like a toy, and which makes it fun to shoot because, I mean, like I said, you can hold sight, picture, and alignment with this thing and shoot forever and just about never get tired. It's fun. Notice I keep bringing the fun word up, which is what this weapon's for. With the Intrafuse stock kit, you get this M49 saw style pistol grip. I think it's one of the ugliest grips out there, but man, if you've ever shot a saw, it's so comfortable. Or had anything with an Intrafuse stock system on there, it's comfortable. You can buy these grips just without getting the whole Intrafuse system, that'll pair up to other stock setups. And like I said, it's ugly, but it's really comfortable, especially if you have a big hand or whatever. You really get some purchase on it. And it just feels sturdy and comfortable. And of course, I keep it opens up at the bottom, and I keep some CLP because this gun will jam if it's not really well lubed. So especially with this Butler Creek mag in it, so I keep some CLP in there. Squirt a couple drops every once in a while. Man, I'm blazing. I mentioned the Polymer buffer tube. It's 6 positions. I love this because all my guns have this. Except for my AK. My AK is an underfolder. But my AR has this stock, type stock. My shotgun has this type stock, and this gun has this type stock. And I just love it because each gun I have, depending on where the optics are mounted and where my cheek weld is, I like to have a certain length of pull that's comfortable for that weapon system, so that all of them feel the same in my hands. When I pick up my shotgun, it has the same feel. It's obviously heavier, but the where my base is in relation to where my optics are, my sights on all 3 of my tactical weapons is about the same, and that's because I can adjust the length of pull with this kind of stock. The optic I have on it is just an RD30. It's a BSA brand RD30. I think it was $35, if that, at Academy. Man, it's it's a pain in the butt to get on there. I don't like the way it clamps on there. Once you get it on there, man, I bang this thing around, throw it in my back seat on the way to the range, and it seems to hold a 0 well. I doubt it's waterproof. I won't go scuba diving with this anytime soon anyway, but it gives me, like I said, the same feel as the tactical sight on my AR without spending, $300 or $400 for an aim point if used. I mean, I just can't see putting a $500 sight on a gun that I only paid $180 for. So we've got a $10 foregrip, I think a $20 Butler Creek 25 round mag, a $35 sight. I think my stock setup, the Intrafuse stock, was $80, something like that, give or take. I think from Midway USA. And the gun itself, like I said, was $180, and so you can do the math. I don't have a whole lot invested in this gun, and man, it's just fun to shoot. If you want a fun gun, if you enjoy shooting, whether it be at cans in your backyard or even I think you could probably use this in a tactical style competition. I mean, most competitions, 2 or 3 gun competition where you're using a pistol and a tactical rifle, you're only going out maybe 100 yards on some of the longest shots, and this is completely accurate to that range. If you're looking for a tactical plinker or a plinker just in general, even if you don't want to put the fancy stock and stuff on it, man, go with a Ruger 1022. They've been around forever. There's 1,000 different stock setups for it, different mag setups. You can even buy drums for these things. That's about all I got.